The new maps not only address coastal areas and communities like this near the Caloosahatchee River, but they also designate flood zones across inland areas as well.
Space shuttle, gonna need some good weather to get up there.
Should cooperate tonight. It is Discovery. It will blast off at 1:36 a.m. And I know that one of you is usually up at that time. One of you is not. Don't say which. You tell me. T. Johnston at fox4now.com. Hey, check this out. This might look familiar to you. When a storm threatens, this is what you see on your television sets. But keep in mind, it's a fully operational briefing desk. The meteorologist on hand can show you exactly what's going on with the storm.
And I guess a perfect day for snakes to come on out.
Well, it was wet out there for a while. In fact, we had some heavy downpours move through kind of in classic fashion as the storms made their way from east to west across the area. That's something we've been looking for. We haven't seen that all summer long. This was the case in Cape Coral. Had a Fox 4 weather buddy, Storm Patrol, reporting upwards to 9/10 of rain across the area. You talk to the snowbirds, you get an idea that temperature is very much relative, but this is cold for us. All right, Max, so I guess a lot of people are wondering why you're retiring.
Yeah, well, Tom, no single event. I've been there 34 years. And
Do the numbers matter? I mean, what is that all about?
Now, my general answer is I don't know and I don't care, and that's too flippant, obviously. There's science behind those forecasts, but they have no meaning as far as whether you should repair or not.
Here we are now under the belly of the plane. If you look up, there's a chute where the drop sound comes out. It's the measuring device that is launched directly into the hurricane.
For in your corner, tracking the tropics, Hurricane Bill moving through the Atlantic. Chief Meteorologist Tom Johnston answering your questions about this storm. It looks fierce.
It's big. High surf and rip currents, a big concern up and down the east coast of the U.S. We are monitoring this Category 4 system. Let's take a look at it right now on the satellite in the Atlantic. Quite a presence. Check that out as we track the tropics. You can see where we are here in southwest Florida. You move out there over 1,000 miles and you have a well-defined, very large hurricane, but it is moving to the northwest at 20 miles an hour. Winds right now sustained at 135 miles an hour. You ever felt that before? No, probably not. Let's put the maps in motion. There we go. It pulls off to the northwest, then north, and then to the north and east. Probably missing New England, but here's the deal. We could see 12 to 24-foot waves in southern New England. I'll have your complete forecast coming up. The Phillies beat the Washington Nationals tonight, 4-2. The world champions are 8 games up in the NL East. Mostly sunny for tomorrow. All right, Patrick, thank you very much. Didn't know he was a Phillies fan. 92 degrees for the high. It's going to be hot and steamy, especially for this time of year. Running a couple of degrees above average now, and that trend should continue into the upcoming weekend. Skywarn 4, street level Doppler radar. This is the second time this week I'm zooming into Alva. How about that? There's Palm Beach Boulevard, there's Joel Boulevard, and there's the pic that came from Alva today from Scott. Thank you, Scott, showing a beautiful anvil-shaped cumulus cloud. Very nice, but for a lot of us, these cumulus clouds, these thunderheads, were at a distance today. Tina Gibson reporting that the rain was awfully close in North Fort Myers, but she didn't see it. Even closer in Port Charlotte, Sarah Brooks, thank you much. See that rain shaft right there and the dark underside of the cumulus clouds. Lehigh Acres, not so much rain clouds here, but perhaps the prettiest picture of the night. Thank you, Jane. Email your pics to stormpatrol@fox4now.com. That's stormpatrol@fox4now.com. All right, satellite and radar showing a complex of rain firing up late tonight. And I'm not surprised by this because it was quiet for a lot of us all day long. And now the East Coast sea breeze has encountered the Gulf breeze right here in Florida Bay along southwestern Collier's coast, and that's where the rain is this evening, but still moving into the Gulf of Mexico. This area of low pressure has been pushing some clouds into our area to start the last couple of mornings, but that storm is dying out a little bit, and that's going to allow for a little more sunshine tomorrow. And when there's more sunshine, there's more storms. Those high clouds today delayed the storms, but they will fire on Friday afternoon and evening, and the weekend will be hot. Again, that system weakening a little bit. The sea breezes will do their thing, and the Gulf Coast will be favored in the afternoon. Typical summer-like pattern, but not a typical hurricane season. So far, below average out there. 75 in Naples Beach tonight, maybe a shower. Tomorrow, still in the lower 90s at Fort Myers Beach. Now, it's going to be a pretty good beach day, but keep in mind that the storms will roll in by evening. So those storms will be afternoon and evening through Saturday, Sunday too. Highs around 92 to 93 through this upcoming weekend, the last official weekend of summer.